Football League.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of San Juan taking on the Aviators of Orlando. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
McKee now to throw. Open man is tipped in. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. McKee. And he lost the football. They find some open field here. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Curtis. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Golden
Good
Eagles.
sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And while their numbers for the season haven't been that great, they do have players capable of making plays, as we just saw there, able to get in there and blow that play up. They're just looking for more of those types of plays throughout this game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. McKee to throw here. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At the 38-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll run on first down. Kidd. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, it's an exciting time here in Central Florida for sure. Orlando's such a growing city, and now it's got a relocated NFL franchise to call home. And I know one group of people who are thrilled. That's the Madden developers right down the street. They're pumped. But truthfully, everyone in this city seems ready to support this team to the fullest. And even the players, everybody on down the line, ready to enjoy this Orlando experience. Play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
At the 60, at the 60. Let's go.
On first down, Kidd. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off-play action. St. Clair under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. Open man is Ross, complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
A 14-yard
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, McKee. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And McKee will look to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
On the ready. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. St. Clair. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
60
Looking to throw. St. Clair. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 42-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action here on first down. One more time for Ward here, and he's got it again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Ward.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Kidd. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as these guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Aviators 10.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weston, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Looking to throw, McKee.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here comes third down and 7. And McKee now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. St. Clair.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And on this one, that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the San Juan first down.
He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here's McKee.
And his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Corliss Waitman now,
as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And that will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. St. Clair. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
A final shot before break. McKee. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
McKee now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
19 Charger.
They'll run on 1st down. Curtis. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
McKee. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Rock all 80.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. McKee to throw here. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. McKee. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Back to throw, McKee.
Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
McKee will look to throw it.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st down, San Juan.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Golden Eagles have cut it back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score 88.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Orlando takes back over on offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Here we go. Sack. Viking 18.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. St. Clair. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle they go. It's Curtis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McKee. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Now a give, right side. Kidd. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for 19 and a 1st down. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kidd.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Open man has tipped him.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the San Juan first down.
Looking to throw. McKee. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
McKee on the RPO. He'll keep it himself.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Darius Alexander able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
From the gun on 3rd down.
McKee working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That's another San Juan first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And the San Juan first down.
On first down, Weston. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off play action. McKee. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this one is right through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Orlando takes back over on offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
19 Tigers.
On the handoff, Wk2. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
12 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. St. Clair. Open man is lost, complete. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Kidd. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. St. Clair.
They'll set up the screen to Wk2.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Head to 60. Head to 60.
On 3rd down, Kidd. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Into the hands of Cooper. Here comes 2nd down. McKee going to change the play here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
That's good for a sand.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Curtis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And the San Juan. First down.
And the spike comes with just 12 seconds left to go.
Ready up.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Here's McKee.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Orlando, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week.
Meanwhile, for San Juan,
they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.